Bernard Cannon is 'n analitiese chemikus wat homself as 'n social entrepreneur beskryf en sy businesspartner Nathan Herbert is 'n mechanical engineer. Die twee se paai het omtrent 40 jaar terug gekruis en vandag wil hulle die gemeenskap bemagtig met hulle maatskappy Malutsa. Malutsa het ook 'n groot kontrak van die Afrikaanse weermag gekry om mobiele watersuiweringsstelsels te bou. Maar kom ons laat die twee slim ouens daar in Wellington vir jouself verduidelik.
The application at Malutsa, we design, we develop, construct, we manufacture our systems which are electromechanical and chemical systems. Everything that is manufacturable is done in South Africa, in Cape Town mainly, and here in Wellington. First in the world is what is being presented by Malutsa to the military as a fully automated, designed, built, completely tested, containerized, mobile water treatment system.
Ons het hierdie aanleg so ontwerp dat hy enige water, van oppervlakwater wat surface water is, tot grondwater en seewater kan doen op een klein aanleggie.
So you're able to purify the water, you're able to bottle it, sachet it, make it useful for any deployment of forces anywhere in the world.
En vir die weermag het ons ontwikkel sodat ons alles binne 'n vierkante 3 meter houer kan vestig en dit op 'n trok kan gelaai word en gedeploy word met sy diesel generator en al die benodighede wat daarmee gaan. Ja. Ons het 'n variëteit van goed wat ons doen en ons het ook 'n paar maatskappye oorgeneem wat gesukkel het. Ons het byvoorbeeld 'n precision engineering maatskappy. Omdat die engineering environment baie 'n male-dominated environment is, het ons begin met 'n klein klerefabriek. Ons het engaged met verskillende cut, make and trim, die CMT's. Ons het toe gegaan en gesê, maar ons wil die beste wees en vandag vervaardig ons gehoor. En dan ook in die boubedryf is ons besig om vinnig te groei. Dit raak 'n bietjie baie, maar ek en Nathan het vinger op die pols by elke ding om te verseker dat ons mense word die beste met hulle godgegewe gawes wat hulle kan.
Engineering in the Cape, we started off being the actual technicians on the systems, and you were never allowed to actually live out your full potential in doing designs, in doing blueprints of systems. At Malutsa, what we have done, we have taken all those that have virtually been ostracized in the past, taking the folk raw, some of them from tertiary education, many of them just from school, and teaching them the domain, teaching them how to become the artisans that South Africa so desperately lacks, teaching them to become the technicians that we don't have enough of, teaching them to become the engineers that can hold their head up high.
Omdat werkskepping vir ons so belangrik is en die bemagtiging van mense, kies ons mense juis sonder ondervinding sodat ons hulle die ondervinding kan verskaf. Omdat baie min van ons mense word ge-expose aan die tipe van tegnologie. Ons het nog nooit mense weggewys nie. Ons het baie voorbeelde van dit, soos byvoorbeeld mense wat vir jare in die tronk was en uitkom en nêrens werk kry nie. Het ons in diens geneem en daai is die dankbaarste mense. Want geld kan nie betaal vir die verandering wat jy sien as jy waarde in mense se lewe terugsit.
The first challenge of them is definitely a lack of expertise. When we do absorb them into our system of Yemen, it is with the intentional purpose of taking them from virtually an unskilled or a semi-skilled worker, taking them all the way through so that they can become technicians, so that they can become the actual artisans that this type of systems require for longevity's sake. A second challenge, and this is probably one that stems from our historical perspective.
Daai ingegreinde backwardness van ons mense om ons probeer om hulle te trek en ons is in 'n environment waar die dopstelsel sy merk gelaat het en ons is in die senter van die wynlande en dis nog vir ons 'n groot uitdaging om mense verby daai te bring. Maar ons hou nie op nie, ons maak goeie vordering.
As a company like just the name Malutsa already puts us on a back foot with many clients because what good can come out of Africa? We have a stigma attached to who we are, the color of our skin, the type of people that we're wanting to empower. We don't have the cream of the crop, the massive engineering expertise that many other large multinational companies have. You know, you are in Wellington. How can you compete with world technologies? The reality is of them, and we compete on all those fronts, and we outshine many of them because of the kind of passion that we put into the work. We know that we still have strikes against us when we go into any kind of meeting room with our peers and that type of things, and that is why we have to prove them over and above. We attempt to excel in everything that we do. That's what drives us because of the type of challenge that we have.